and Taylor caught pushing each other for position. And BYU will call timeout. So there's timeout on the court with 58 seconds to play. LaSalle leads Brigham Young now by a score of 92-88. We have a jump ball coming. Who'll be jumping? We've got one player in from LaSalle. That's Connolly. Well, it's Devin Durant coming in for BYU. Durant jumping against Connolly then. One of the biggest plays of the ball game right now. The Cougars must have the ball. And it's tipped to Roberts. So BYU does get possession to Ainge. Ainge from 18. Good! Danny Ainge scores. It's a two-point game again with 49 seconds to play. Lynham with the ball over the 10-second line. It's knocked into backcourt. Runya has it. Runya going for the layup. He is fouled. Fouled by Webster. It was Ainge who knocked the ball free. Runya who scrambled to get it. Webster's second foul. And Scott Runya will be at the line with a chance to tie the score for BYU. Runya's 2 out of 2 as a free throw shooter and has 10 points. BYU down by 2 points with 39 seconds to play. Runya under lots of pressure. The senior guard from Salt Lake City. Good by Scotty Runya. 3 in a row for Scott under pressure.
Scott Runya is a winner, and the Cougars have got to play defense now. They've got to try and keep LaSalle from getting a good shot. 39 seconds left of the game. Runya, of course, has to make this free throw.
He can tie it up. The bonus shot by Runya. Over the top, drops, and it's good. And the Cougars have tied the score after being down by 4, 92-92. Webster up to the 10-second line. Webster at right quarter court. Over to Lynham. 28 seconds. The score tied. Webster working against Ainge. Coming out to get it is Lynham. Lynham to Webster now. Timeout is called by LaSalle with 17 seconds to go.
Michael Brooks has now set the record for the most points scored in the Cougar Classic, I believe, Jay. Doesn't he have 45? Is that what you have him with?
Yes, we have him with 45.
And I guess he just tied that record, because that was the record, 45 points. And the book was flashed in front of me so fast a minute ago that had that on it that I can't tell you who holds the record.
Well, we looked up and saw 44. Is that right? By Cornel Norman. So if that's a Marriott Center record, so it couldn't be more than 44 in the tournament if the book is correct.
If that book's correct, then Brooks holds it all by himself right now.
Webster with the ball with 8 seconds. Over to Lynham. Back to Webster. Back to Lynham. He tries the shot. It is no good at the buzzer. And so we'll have another overtime period as the Cougars reverse the tables on LaSalle. These two young men have played almost the entire game, both of them. The tip this time controlled by LaSalle. That's the way it went the first overtime. Webster over the line. BYU playing a man-to-man. Taylor with the job of guarding Brooks, who has the ball in the corner. Outside, Kanaski. Connolly shoots from outside and makes it, and that's the way things went in the first overtime. BYU with the ball, down by 2 points. Runya to Ainge. Ainge across court to Runya. Runya on the sidelines, out to Danny Ainge. Back to Runya. Inside to Roberts. Roberts missed it. Taylor gets it. Puts it back in. Alan Taylor scores on a follow-through.
Good heads-up basketball by Taylor to see that ball was coming short, get it, and put it in.
94-94. Webster works down the right sidelines for the Explorers of LaSalle. Now out in front to Lynham. Back to Webster. We've played 1 minute of the second overtime, so 4 more to go. Webster goes over to the sidelines to talk to his coach for a moment to get some instructions. Now goes back to the right side. Into a high post to Connolly. Underneath to Brooks, and Brooks scores. And he was fouled. Brooks scores again. He now has 47 points.
We're going to see it again.
And the foul was on Alan Taylor, and that's Alan's 5th foul. So Allen fouls out with 3:48 to go in overtime. So here's Brooks shooting the free throw, looking for his 48th point of the game. He puts it up there, and he missed it. And Devin Durant has the follow-through for BYU. The rebound. Over to Craig. Craig into forecourt for the Cougars to Runya. Runya into Roberts. Roberts drives the middle, lays it up, and it rolled out. It is no good. The rebound controlled by LaSalle. LaSalle with the ball as Roberts' shot would not drop. Into forecourt. LaSalle leading by 2 points and with the ball now. Lynham has it to Brooks. Brooks' turnaround jump shot is good. He has 49 points. And it's now 98-94. BYU down by 4. Steve Craig with the ball. Craig into Durant. Back to Craig. On the sidelines to Ainge. He'll shoot from 22. High off the rim, no good. The rebound lost out of bounds by BYU. Lynham takes it out, passes it into Brooks, who gives it back to Lynham. Lynham against Ainge. Dribbling in backcourt. Gets it up to and over the 10-second line. Fumbles it away, but gets it back. And Ainge just got a hand on it to slip it free, but the LaSalle Explorers got the ball back. So they have a 4-point lead and the basketball now and a definite advantage in this double overtime. There's a foul at midcourt.
If that's on Danny Ainge, that's his 5th, and that'll be all for Ainge.
Danny Ainge had just fouled out of the game. His foul shot is no good. The rebounder is Steve Craig for BYU. So the Cougars could cut it down to 2 now as the foul shot was missed. Runya at the foul circle to Craig. Craig back to Runya. He'll pump one up from 22. He made it. Scott Runya fires one in. 98-96. Webster in backcourt against Runya. Gets over the 10-second line. LaSalle ahead by 2 and with the ball. Webster against Runya. Down to Connolly. Back to Webster. Webster across court to Lynham. Lynham working against Devin Durant. He comes to the foul circle. Out in front to Connolly. A 2-point ball game. Just under 2 minutes to play in the second overtime. Lynham gives to Webster. Webster against Runya. A jump ball is called as Webster did not get rid of the ball in the 5 seconds time allotted.
Little help from the fans there as they were counting out loud so the official would know for sure when there was 5 seconds. Webster, incidentally, may be someone the Cougars will want to foul if necessary. Webster's only, well, under 40% from the free throw line so far this season.
Craig will jump against Webster, and I'm sure he can out-jump him. See where he can tip the ball. Webster is 6-footer, Craig 6'2". Craig tips the ball over to Runya. Runya down the right side to Roberts. Roberts back to Runya. Out in front to Craig. 1:38 to play. Steve Craig now to Durant. Durant out in front to Craig. Now to Runya. Now Durant. Durant to Runya. Runya the top of the foul circle. Back to Durant. Back to Runya. From 22. Hard off the rim. No good. Brooks the rebounder. BYU missed the shot that could have tied the score with 1:13 to play in the game. 98-96. With the ball is Webster. Webster over to Kanaski. Kanaski against Craig. Starts down court. Back out to Webster. Webster against Runya. Now passes off to Lynham. 52 seconds to play. LaSalle leading by 2. Lynham has it. Gives to Webster with 46 seconds. Lynham at the quarter court on the right side. Working against Durant. Goes to the free throw line. Falls down with the ball. Roberts gets it for BYU. Over to Runya. So the Cougars have a chance to tie it. Runya to Roberts. Roberts out in front to Runya. Over to Steve Craig with 25 seconds. To Durant. Durant from the baseline. Made it! Devin Durant ties the score for BYU with 17 seconds to go in the second overtime. Webster over the 10-second line. There's Brooks. He missed the shot. BYU calls timeout. The Cougars get the ball with 7 seconds to go, and they call timeout as Michael Brooks missed one. Durant's pass. They threw it away. The pass came in and went out of bounds, and so we said unless BYU turns it over, they should get the last shot. Taking it out will be number 23, Kevin Lynham. BYU sets up the defense. Webster gets it into Lynham. Lynham to The shot is up, no good. Tipped up, no good. Roberts has it. We'll have another overtime.
Jay, I have
Missing was Kanaski. It'll be Trumbo or Roberts. It'll be Trumbo jumping center against Brooks. I think Brooks has played the entire game. Here's the ball in the air to open this third overtime. Trumbo out jumps him, tips it to Roberts. Roberts gives to Durant, so BYU has the advantage at the start of this overtime. Runya with the ball to Steve Craig. Craig to Runya. Down to Durant in the corner. Back to Runya. Over to Craig. Durant. Durant along the baseline, double teamed, has to come back out to Craig. It almost went into backcourt, but Craig chased it down. Craig to the foul circle, over to Durant. Back to Craig. Craig from 22, off the top, no good, tipped in by Steve Trumbo. Trumbo tipped it in, and BYU has a 2-point lead.
And that's the first advantage the Cougars have had in 10 minutes of overtime basketball.
Webster with the ball to Lyman, back to Webster. Down the sidelines in the corner. BYU leading by 2. Kanaski to Webster, into Brooks. His turnaround jump shot is no good. Who gets the rebound? A jump ball. A jump on the rebound with Brigham Young leading 100-98. It's tipped to Durant. Durant of BYU gives it back to Steve Craig, and BYU signals go into the four corners offense. Durant with the ball out in front. Durant dribbles to the foul circle, gives to Craig. Craig dribbles inside, back out, inside again.
I'm sure the Cougars have been told don't take any forced shots on this four corners offense now.
Runya to Trumbo on the sidelines. Trumbo to Roberts, out in front to Craig. Now to Durant, across court to Runya. 3:30 to play in the third overtime. BYU ahead by 2. Runya works on a dribble to the circle. Takes it back out to midcourt, down the left sidelines. Dribbles back out in front. Down the right side in the corner to Roberts, right back to Runya. Runya works to the free throw line. Over to Roberts. Roberts on the sidelines. Lobs it to Devin Durant out of midcourt. 3 minutes to play now. Durant to the free throw line, goes for the layup, and he made it.
The official saying no foul there. We'll look at the replay. Durant goes up.
Well, that gives BYU a 4-point lead. LaSalle with the ball, and the BYU team standing up in front of me, and I can't see very much right now.
That 4-point lead looks awfully big right now.
BYU up by 4. Kanaski drives in, shoots, and scores. Kanaski took it all the way in to score, and BYU again a 2-point lead with 2:28 to play in the third overtime. Runya to the free throw line, underneath to Trumbo, who scores. Fine pass from Runya to Trumbo. Into forecourt Webster, BYU up by 4. Into Brooks. Brooks whirls inside and hits another one.
Brooks going to have 100 points tonight.
I've got him with 51. BYU leading by a couple. Durant to Runya. Runya to the free throw line to Trumbo. Trumbo scores. Runya set it up. 106-102, Brigham Young. Webster over the line. That's Kanaski. Lynham. Lynham tries one, no good. Trumbo the rebounder. Trumbo has it for BYU. To Roberts, to Durant. Durant in backcourt. He is fouled in backcourt. 1:30 to play in the third overtime. And LaSalle has just committed a personal foul. The foul is on Greg Webster. And that is his 4th foul. 4 of them on Webster. And Devin Durant will be at the line to shoot 1-1.
He hasn't missed from the line tonight, has he, Jay?
No, he's 4 out of 4. 24 points for Devin. 106-102, Brigham Young. Devin's shot is no good. They could have iced it, maybe. 1:28 to go. Into forecourt, Webster. Down in the corner to Kanaski. He fires one from there. No good. The ball tipped back out, and Lynham gets it. He shoots. No good. The rebound by Kanaski. He shoots and scores. They stayed right with it till they got 2 more. 106 to 104. BYU missing that free throw. They could have been up by 6. Now they're up by 2. Brunia's fouled at midcourt.
You can't find them any better than this. We're in our third overtime. The Cougars a 2-point lead.
And Greg Webster just fouled out on that one.
I wonder if Coach Irvin feels bad taking that long time out that he's keeping 23,000 people up.
Brunia shooting 1-1. Up there. Good by Scott Brunia. Scott 5 out of 5 from the foul line. 107 to 104 BYU. Bonus shot for Brunia. He's ready. Gets up there. It's good. Scott puts BYU up by 4 with 1 minute to play in the ball game. Third overtime. Line him in the corner. Konoski. Connolly. Line him working. Shooting from the free throw line. He made it and he was fouled. Lynham just doesn't quit.
Coach Arnold just jumped out of his seat. I think he went higher than Trumbo did on the tip-off. This
49 seconds to play in the third overtime. The coach is out there. They're telling him who to foul. He missed the shot. The rebound by BYU. The coach was up, and I could tell he was saying foul 44. That's Trumbo. They know Steve is the has the lowest foul shooting average on the team. Brunia with the ball. Brunia to Durant. Durant whirls to the free throw line, out in front to Craig. Craig dribbles in a couple of steps with 28 seconds. Now Durant. Durant to the free throw line, takes it on through, back out in front to Craig. Craig on the dribble. 19 seconds, and Craig is fouled by Brooks. Michael Brooks commits his third foul. BYU up by 2. It has to be an intentional foul to be 2. Flagrant, you could be ejected. I agree.
But there are a lot of
intentional.
There are a lot of intentional fouls that don't look bad enough that they call them intentional fouls.
Craig's shot rolls, no good. The rebound knocked out of bounds. It'll be in for LaSalle. So Steve Craig missed 1-1 with 16 seconds to play. Can you believe it?
Do you believe
it's 108 to 106, and LaSalle has the ball.
This is amazing. Neither team will quit.
10 seconds. Line him at the top of the foul circle. Into Canasta. Along the baseline, he misses. Roberts has the rebound, and a foul is called with 1 second to go. And now maybe somebody really finally has the advantage that'll stand. 1 second to go. I thought there'd been a foul call. That was my error. BYU with the ball out of bounds. Roberts takes it out. Gets it into Steve Craig, and that's the ball game. Brigham Young University in triple overtime has defeated LaSalle in one of the wildest and most exciting basketball games that I've ever had the privilege to observe.